We finished hearing remarks from the Fed chairman, Jerome Powell, suggesting that it might be a little longer until they're confident that the economy is going to be ready for rate cuts, as this economy is still running pretty hot. In the UK, there are some signs that things are cooling. An unemployment rate that jumped to 4.2% in today's data. The IMF today downgraded its growth forecast for the year, suggesting the UK economy is running about 0.3% below its potential, which could suggest policy is too tight. How soon will the UK be ready for a rate cut?
Well, that's a decision for the independent Bank of England, just like here in the US. That decision is taken independently. And they have to look at lots of things. I mean, we've still got very strong wage growth data. It's been going up for 9 months in a row in real terms. But I think the big message from today is that the IMF are saying that inflation is going to be 1.2% lower. There are people who are now forecasting inflation will be lower in the UK than in the US or possibly even the Eurozone. And so, you know, that situation we were in 18 months ago with inflation at 11.1%, that is well and truly behind us. And if you're looking forward in terms of longer-term growth prospects, the IMF today are saying that the UK will grow faster than France, Germany or Italy over the next 6 years. So we think we have very strong growth prospects.
So you aren't concerned at all about what potentially could happen to parts of the UK economy, like the labor market, if policy were to stay too tight for too much longer, given what you are saying is a downward trajectory in inflation?
Well, obviously, in the short term, we look to the Bank of England to get that fine judgment right. But what finance ministers like me can do is much more about the longer-term competitiveness of the UK economy. And we note that the IMF today say there's a whole section about the impact of AI on the UK economy because they recognise that London is now the world's second largest epicenter for AI R&D after San Francisco. And there's a huge amount happening in our tech economy, which is third only to the US and China globally. And that is really where the big growth in the future is going to come in the UK, and that's where we think makes it a very exciting bet for investors.